Okay, so let's get into your reading. There's a lot of information to get through. So the first house deals with how others see you and deals with how you see yourself. Okay, the energy that you bring to the table and the energy that you project into your environment. So you're starting out this month as the King of Cups. This is an energy where it indicates somebody who is very emotionally stable. They know what they want to go for and they know when to sit back. So this is a very, very, I want to say like it's a relaxing, is a chilling out type of a month for you. And this is indicative of somebody who has a lot of emotional abundance. They're feeling, you know, on top of the game. They're feeling as if they can rely on others and others can rely on them as well. It's also indicative of somebody who is quite sympathetic. They understand other people's pain and they know how to soothe them out. The fact that all the other cards, there are many, many cups energy, indicates to me that a lot of you for this month, you are going to be called upon to be, you know, that sympathetic ear for another person. You're called upon to offer, you know, life advice, wisdom, etc. And you're also called upon to extend a hand of for either assistance or to like lend a shoulder for others to, you know, lean on, as well as, you know, you're required to be extremely, extremely sympathetic, but knowing your boundaries. So that basically means, you know, showing other people that you care, doing things in a emotionally nurturing way without losing your perspective or your sense of self in a situation. The king in this suit basically represents somebody who is emotionally secure and stable in themselves. They are happy with the way things are going in their environment. And they are somebody that is, you know, that others know they can always rely on. So there's a lot of an energy about, you know, being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, being able to sympathize with other people's sorrows or even other people's pain. Not that you're going to do anything about it, because this is not an action-oriented court card. It's somebody that, you know, can nurture, through their presence. They know how to affect other people and they know how to be, you know, like that emotional pillar of strength for other people. In the negative manifestation, this is a card about overindulging as well. Okay, so it is your birthday time, but, you know, obviously be careful with overindulging in food, wine. Be careful about weight gain if you're not, you know, if you're not looking to gain weight, and just be careful about overindulging in general in life's pleasures. This is somebody who's actually very, you know, well-rounded. So it's the king. So I do feel that, you know, he's pretty much on the apex of that emotional experience. So I feel like you're heading into this year feeling very, very optimistic about, you know, the trajectory of the year. You're feeling very good about your, either your standing or your, you know, your environment. So this is a very positive start to January. The second house, the second card here, deals with the second house, which rules your money and your values. We do have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords basically indicates, you know, communication and messages coming through very, very quickly as it pertains to documents about money or even swift news regarding money and finances. I do feel a lot of you are going to be getting like a lot of phone calls, a lot of papers, contracts, and, you know, people reaching out, following up, as well as you have to play phone tag with quite a few people. There's also a lot of questions being raised about, you know, a financial settlement, or even a lot of swift communication coming through regarding money. For others of you, there is this person here showing up here as an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. This is somebody who is very, very good to have on your side. They're giving you very solid advice. They are very action oriented. So whereas, you know, this is more of like inactive, this is a very, very active energy. And they're almost, I want to say, aggressive, assertive, and aggressive. I feel that they are linked up with your money somehow. So this person might be somebody that, you know, is that you're partnering up with in order to do some type of work as it pertains to, like, it could be a client, it could be somebody that you're dealing with on a regular basis in order to get some money. I feel a lot of energy about collaboration with this person. And I feel that, they complement you really well, even though the energy sometimes can feel a little bit jarring. It's like they're pushing you along to do something to make money. And they're pushing you along because they have a very, very sharp, keen mind. They also, I'm feeling they might have a sense of premonition about what's going to happen, and they're trying to steer you in the right direction. Their energy seems a little bit volatile, but I do feel this is somebody who has a good heart, and they're coming through because they feel like you're not taking the initiation to do something, that like you're not taking the initiative to do something regarding your money or your finances. Okay. In terms of values, this is a card about interrogation. So I feel for some of you, you might be asked a lot of questions by other people, and you're going to have to be very swift, like very much on your toes when it comes to responding to people, and when it comes to how you explain, how you sort out, how you compartmentalize information so that you can disseminate information in a meaningful way, and in a way where where it doesn't, like escalate conflict and tension in a situation. So one of the things that it focuses on in values is, truthful communication that doesn't beat around the bush, as well as communication that actually gets to the heart of the truth and can provide the most information in a very short amount of time. You're going to be, forced to think on your toes, think very, very quickly, to be very communicative, and to also, not shy away from stating your point of view. So I feel this energy about truthful communication and being able to like slice and get at the heart of the truth. Okay. Now, in terms of your third house, the third house usually deals with siblings. And it shows up here as the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. A lot of you might have a sibling that is a water sign. This is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If they are not this, if they're not of this suit, they are somebody that exhibit this quality. Okay. The Queen of Cups in the reverse position is somebody that is a little bit naive, that is also prone to, that victim mentality. They're kind of mired in their own emotional problems, or even, whatever problems they're going through. I do feel there's going to be communication from this person. It's a sibling coming through. And I feel that there's going to be some discussions about, they're going to pour out their heart to you. They're going to vent to you, and they're going to want your emotional support for whatever reason. I do feel this is a very family-oriented type of month, where there might be health issues, where there might be a lot of communication with family members overall, because 3 of the court cards in the suit of water have come out. And basically that indicates, some type of a family dynamics where you are going to have to be there to emotionally support family, and especially a sibling, to weather some type of a difficult transition that affects the whole family unit. So this is somebody that's going to make themselves heard. And I feel that they can be a little bit emotionally irrational. They can have a very pessimistic, also like a victimhood type of mentality. So just be prepared. And, like I mentioned before, you are forced to be somebody's, kind of like, pillar of strength, shoulder to lean on in rough times this month. Okay, so be patient with that energy. So we're dealing with the fourth house. The fourth house deals with family dynamics, and it deals with your mother in particular. This is I guess it's a good card overall, but let me just say this. I mention all the time that, some of the most karmic relationships that we have is with family members. And I feel for a lot of you, the household that you grew up in, the childhood home that you grew up in, for whatever reason, there might have been some type of like, oppressive, restrictive energy. And I feel for a lot of you, there's a lot of karma. There's a lot of like expectations in the household. So parents might have been, quite domineering, quite controlling. One or both parents might have dealt with, anger issues. And there's this power dynamics that's not very comfortable within the household. And as it pertains to the mother figure, there is a sense of like somebody being very, very oppressed, somebody who's not able to speak out, who's not able to protect you or your siblings. So I do feel like all of these things are being brought up for healing. All of them are being brought up as well into the light so that the family unit can properly deal with this, some type of dysfunction within the household. It did show up in the reverse position, which is a very, very good thing. This is like overcoming oppression, overcoming addiction, overcoming that, victim mentality. So I feel like a lot of you might have grown up in an environment where a member of the family has dealt with some type of either an addiction, they might have kicked the habit, they are taking better care of their health, or there might have been some type of power dynamics within the household where somebody is regaining their strength, they're coming into their sense of power and they're speaking out, or they're like, they're breaking away those chains of oppression in order to free themselves. So this is a really good card overall as it pertains to the mother. I don't know if you have like some type of, if you've dealt with a mother who I feel like who wasn't very verbal, who wasn't very vocal. And I feel especially a lot of drinking. I do see like, maybe, like a sense of, alcoholism that runs through either the maternal or the paternal household, and it really affected the dynamics in the family that you grew up in. It also affected your mother as it pertains to how she is able to break away and basically, reclaim her power or reclaim her voice and to be able to affect outcome in her own life. Okay. So overall, I feel that it is a new year and this is a positive energy for lasting change induced from within. So somebody is going through some major reality check in your family unit. It could be you, but it could be like people in your family, especially the mother figure, and to really step up and to, start to see themselves as, as having the free will and the agent of change in their own life. Okay. The next card here, this is going to be the 5th house, and the 5th house deals with recreation, fun, entertainment, and it deals with creativity as well. We have here the Knight of Cups showing up in the upright position, and usually this indicates, this is a card of a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What I'm feeling is this is somebody that you are either hanging out with, going out with, and, doing creative projects together with, or this is just like representative of the energy coming through as to how you find fun, how you find excitement. There's a lot of opportunities for get together, for going out and enjoying yourself. I do see a lot of group functions, group gathering, going to, I do sense microbreweries is what the message came through as. This is a card about socially dating as well. A lot of sincere good offers for flirtation, fun, and excitement. Okay. Once again, be careful about overindulging. And what they're also saying as well is all of this fun and excitement, I know it's your birthday time, but when it comes to spending overall, you want to curb the tendency mainly because what's coming through when it comes to your work and your health. We do have the 5 of Pentacles, and this is not a good card to get in this position. The 5 of Pentacles, as it pertains to your work environment, this is a card about lack. So for those of you who are looking for work, for example, I feel like December and possibly in January, it's not a great time. Like the pickings are slim, and it's also, like you might have applied for work and not gotten any, feedback. So it's really important if you're in that position to keep at it. Don't give up hope. There is going to be a good fit for you as it comes to work and things like that. Okay, so just don't give up on it. when it comes to your health as well. The Five of Pentacles is a card about reassessment, okay? Usually I think of this card as karma, and it can be good karma or bad karma, but the way this is coming through is I feel like there is some type of either health issues that is permeating around the environment that you're dealing with. So, for example, there could be some type of health issues transmitted through the family, such as, you know, like something that is hereditary, such as like high blood pressure, diabetes, something related to the blood that can be transmitted through the generations. So I feel there's something that you're dealing with here. For those of you who are in a healing profession, I feel that January is the month where you are going to be dealing with more severe cases as it comes to people who are feeling kind of like at their wits' end. They're feeling that spiritual lack, like spiritual bankruptcy, and they're feeling very, very depressed. So I do feel depression. I do sense like blood-related illnesses coming through from people around your environment, or you're dealing with this directly. Once again, when it comes to work, I feel almost as if you want to be very conservative with your spending, because the work environment might not be very stable with this job. And this is also kind of like dipping into your savings in order to get through some hard times as it pertains to work. There is a major slowdown with this card when it comes to work. So if you're working on like sales basis, client basis, or even some type of like, you know, if you're taking specific orders and there are batches of orders coming through, there is going to be a major, major slowdown for this month. So just be very careful with your money. Don't overindulge. And you know, there's a lot of opportunities for going out. So they're pretty much warning you about that, because it's going to lead to a situation where you are spending out, exceeding your limits when it comes to spending. Now, you are an earth sign. You're very practical. So, I'm not too worried about that. But either way, it's important to remind people, especially for those of you who have been consistently dealing with financial hardships for the past 5 years. You want to be especially careful, cautious this month. Curb your spending, okay? Whatever, like I want to say, like, you know, optimistic state that you're in, you still want to curb your spending a little bit for this month, all right? In terms of your 7th house, this is relationships, business partnership, love relationships, marriages, etc. We have the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is indicative of conflict. This is a card about valor, defending your beliefs, and dealing with somebody who might be argumentative, dealing with somebody who might be accusatory, or dealing with somebody who might have a little bit of a bad temper. So I feel that it's really important for you to like not shy away from conflict. Don't be too complacent, and don't be too, I guess, like, you know, don't rest on your laurels for this month. Okay. It's really important to, really stand up for the things that you believe in, as well as, really try to understand the other person's point of view. This is a card about, you know, finding a way to do things the smart way rather than the hard way. So, just, you know, for emphasis, I want to say that I feel like a lot of you are dealing with somebody who is, they're arguing for like on moral grounds. They're taking the moral high grounds, and I feel like they might take it too far, or they might, you know, there's a sense of accusation, I feel like, coming around in your relationship sector. And we're going to look a little bit deeper into this situation in a little bit. But I want to just emphasize here, it's really important for you not to rest on your laurels. It's really important for you to really fight for the things that you believe in, and be a lot more proactive, okay? Don't drag your feet for too long. If there's something that comes up and you feel like, hey, I don't believe in that, then really stand up and fight for it, okay? What I'm also feeling is when it comes to business partnerships, for example, not just relationships, business partnerships, you might be dealing with this type of an energy where someone is really fast and they're like, go, go, go. And they're pushing you in a direction when you feel as if you're not ready. So the smart thing to do here is, you know, just, I feel like it's important to debate, and it's also important to figure out that maybe there's some validity to what they're saying. They're pushing you along mainly because they think the opportunity is once in a lifetime and they don't want you to miss out on that. And that's specifically dealing with a business partner. And then for others of you, if this is like a love relationship partner, there's conflict brewing as to, you know, who is doing what and who's chipping in and who's taking care of the responsibilities. There's going to be kind of like keeping scores between two people. And I feel that whoever your partner is, they might be facing a lot of obligations or responsibilities, and they're pretty much urging you to step up to help them. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be called upon to do a lot of either emotional helping other people, like emotionally being there to help other people, or at least, you know, physically getting your hands dirty, doing the nitty gritty work in order to assist somebody. So lending a helping hand with a lot of responsibility. So just be prepared for that. Okay, Capricorns?